Today on Xplay Plus, we dive into the Pokémon Leaks and ask ourselves, why do the final Pokémon evolutions always end up so sexy?
Stop it. Get some help.
Plus, Goldenboy dives deep into Warhammer 40k Darktide with the Fat Shark developers. And finally, after a loss in the final Super Nerd boss battle last week, Discord mod Beam-Up has returned for a rematch in Super Nerd, the sequel. Blood for the Blood God, boys for the Goldenboy throne. It's game time!
Welcome back to Xplay Plus, nerds. I don't know if y'all know. This is the show that blends all of the comedy of Borderlands with only half of the violence. I'm the Black Hokage, and I'm joined by my fellow co-host, Frost, Jirard the Completionist, and working the ones and twos is our producer, Emily Rose. Now today, we'll be breaking the news down, and we'll care about what we care about in the Hop Drop. Goldenboy gets a first look at Warhammer 40k Darktide, and Beam-Up is back for a rematch in Super Nerd. Also, this Friday, we're heading to Comic-Con, and we'll be talking all things X-Play and premiering the first episode of God of Work.
Yay!
So, if you're heading to San Diego Comic-Con this week, be sure to come to the X-Play panel this Friday at 6 p.m. in Ballroom 6A. And as always, be sure to check out all of the X-Play videos on our YouTube channel, and don't forget to join the G4 TV Discord if you haven't already. Now that's enough with the housekeeping. It's time to check out what's hot and what's not in this week's edition of The Hot Drop.
The Pokemon Company may need to... The Pokemon Company may need to call a plumber because it looks like their internal office has sprung several leaks. Recently, several blurry images, enough to make Bigfoot sliders jealous, were reshared over Twitter by users Pokemon Leak and Control Leaks. Dun dun dun. These leaks had fans all over the world playing Who's That Pokemon? But not in like a fun way, more in like a grandma's untreated cataracts kind of way. Cataracts, sorry, not cataracts. Cataracts kind of way. But the most... We'll get through it.
I didn't say anything. I said nothing.
But the most shocking leak came in the form of a video depicting what appears to be a tall, bipedal Pokemon. Now, fans have deduced that this video is likely the third and final evolution for grass starter Sprigatito, causing the internet to erupt in evolution anxiety.
I'm sorry, did you say evolution anxiety?
I didn't stutter, did I? That's right, Jirard. As the voice of the Poke people, I must stand with Pokemon fans everywhere and say, on my Poke platform, keep Sprigatito on the ground. Keep him as a quadruped. So many times, we, the Poke fans, have seen our starters go from this, show it, to this. These...
What?
Normal four-paws on the ground animals evolve into strangely sexy bipedal monstrosities. Look, power doesn't have to equal standing up straight on two legs. Just look at Venusaur or Swampert, hell, even Empoleon.
Okay, look, Empoleon is on 2 feet. It's a penguin. Penguins are naturally bipedal.
Yeah. Because penguins are on 2 feet, Jirard. Empoleon still keeps to his penguin roots, unlike Incineroar or Delphox or Blaziken. Look at them! I'd like to point out that all the fire starters are somehow the most sexy out of all the evolutions. Coincidence? I think not. And this titillating two-legged final form is the case for most of the evolutions, and that is why we're tired. Let Sprigatito stay a quadruped. I mean, just look at how easy it is to find erotic Pokemon art of these starters on DeviantArt Control Room. Show the image, prepare the slideshow.
No. There's no need for that, Frost. Here, why don't we go back to those safe for work, incredibly blurred images from earlier?
Yeah, these are... Wait, okay, there's something in this image. Control room, enhance.
Okay, hold on a second. What do you... This is just a blurry image of a bunch of blurry pixels. I don't understand. There's no way to...
Jirard,
They just
look!
zoomed in. They didn't use technology.
Look with your special eyes, Jirard. There is something in there, I swear. Look, the blurriness. Okay, control room, bring it to me, enhance again. See?
Oh, okay, you
I
know
told
what?
You, Sprigatito should stay
Okay,
a quadruped.
hold on.
Ha! There! See? Someone from the inside of the Pokemon Company is on the four-legged friend side. They have heard our cries and our constant replies on their Twitter account. The Sprigalootion will not be televised!
Okay, and on that note, let's go around the table, talking about evolutions, talking about starters. What is the best starter in their kind of evolution in your eyes? Sexy or non-sexy? Go.
My favorite Pokemon of all time is Bulbasaur, and I like that he turns into Venusaur. Why do you judge? He's Pokemon number 1. He's the cutest boy of them all.
He is a frog
Number 1 is perfection.
cabbage. He's a frog cabbage.
What's wrong with Venusaur? Venusaur whoops ass.
No one likes frogs or cabbage. And when you put them
What are you
together...
talking about?
Cabbage and soup is amazing. What are you talking about?
What? You like cabbage soup?
Yeah, who doesn't like the Cabbage Patch Kids? The toy or the dance? Come on.
Come on.
Okay,
Thank you, Corey. Thank you for having
Ross,
my
would you
back.
like to talk about a Pokemon?
The correct answer is Cyndaquil and Typhlosion. Yeah, that is not only the cutest boy ever, he's like a little fire weasel, but he evolves into a fire dog.
I'm a big fan of Squirtle. I mean, statistically speaking, it's the best starter Pokemon. He's cute, got a big fat head. He evolves into a war turtle, which is just very sassy. And on top of that, I mean, who doesn't like a good squirter? I mean, anyways.
Okay, I do have to say something. And it's not about that.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Emily. Go ahead. Comment on what Corey had to say. Go ahead. No, we're there. Go for
I was
it.
just going to say that the name Sprigatito makes me think of the ABBA song, Chiquitita. So anytime I hear Sprigatito, I always want to go like, Sprigatito, stay on all fours.
Your theater nerd is seeping through the screen right now, Emily.
And that's what I wanted to say.
It took me 20 minutes to learn how to pronounce Sprigatito, by the way.
Good job.
We got,
you did it.
We got
There
spaghetti.
was a whole lot of SpaghettiOs behind the scenes.
Spaghetti-O.
There was a whole lot of SpaghettiOs.
I know it's supposed to be Spain, but I just want to be the Sprigatito.
I'm sure that's close to what it's supposed to be, like a
No,
little
I'm
sprig. a
I'm
little
pretty
sprig of
sure all
cilantro.
Italians are just like, that's racist.
We're just offending everyone today.
Gabagoo. All right. Enough about the Pokemon leaks. We have another story about leaks for our next hot drop topic. The hot drop. All right. Next up, it's real Ubisoft hours. The rumor mill has been active over the last week because the next Assassin's Creed is going to take place. Where it's going to take place, I cannot talk today. What's wrong with me?
You got this.
You can
Thank you
do
for the
it.
backup. First rumors spread that next Assassin's Creed will be set in the Aztec Empire.
I thought you said
Then-
Aztec.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad at a little ass. The rumor was then quickly squashed with new rumors emerging that the next game will be set in Baghdad. But that's not all, folks. Then rumors came out that it's a possibility Assassin's Creed could go to Japan in the upcoming title, although it's not clear if it'll be a part of the live service game that's rumored to happen or a more traditional standalone Assassin's Creed. The next Assassin's Creed isn't expected to drop until next year, so we probably won't get official confirmation on what the setting is until later this year at the earliest. Personally, I'm really hoping these Japanese rumors are true because we have literally been asking for this since Assassin's Creed 2. How about you guys? Where do you guys want to see the next Assassin's Creed take place?
Before we jump into this, I just, like, did someone just wake up and then just be like, it's going to be in the Aztec Empire? Like, no, it's going to be in Japan. And just, no, it's going to be in like, how is this happening? Or is this leaking from an office? Do we know?
I think this is going to...
It's a few different sources.
Are you talking about the leak or just Ubisoft taking a dart and pointing at a country?
I guess all of the above.
That's
It's just a dartboard of the world map.
Yeah.
For the answer to the question, I would like it to go to the future. I think it'd be super cool if they actually rounded out their story and actually went into a very distant future.
That's too
a lot
difficult
to
to
ask.
ask for them.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I mean, that was supposed
it's
to...
a lot.
That was what was supposed to happen until 3, the ending, but they lost it. But to answer your question, though, about, like, how they pick where they go, I think part of the reason is just because I know when they make these games, Ubisoft takes trips to these countries and these cities so that they can actually take pictures and get a one-to-one. So I think part of the reason why they pick certain games settings is just because they get a free vacation and they want the excuse to.
So they're going to Hawaii.
Yeah, they don't think of the
Okay,
mechanics.
On that note, I think it'd actually be really cool. I mean, we've seen sailing be in like every Assassin's Creed new game now since Origins. I think it'd be cool to have an Assassin's Creed set in the Pacific Islands. So you could go like to the different islands. You get to like really immerse yourself in culture.
Wind
I think that'd be
Waker?
really cool.
What about you, Jirard?
I'm definitely on board for the Japan setting, but at the same time, I think it might be too soon for a Japan setting game because we kind of already have a really good Japan game. It's called Ghost of Tsushima, and I am okay with sticking with that for a while. So.
Yeah, I have this theory that we will not get the Assassin's Creed Japan that the people want until it's on its very last. Like, Ubisoft has to be on the brink of, like, bankruptcy. And then I'm like, you know what? We're going to give the people what we want, what they want, because we have no other choice.
They're like, Carl, get the free money, print it over here.
Yeah.
Give me my dart set. Give me a globe.
What do you guys think would actually be a good setting, though, instead of just where?
Oh, you mean like time period?
Yeah, like that would work for like the mechanics, like cool gadgets, storyline.
Well, I think my absolute favorite game that I feel like everyone kind of slept on because of the time period and setting is Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Definitely, it's one of the last Assassin's Creed that takes place in the traditional format of there we go, we got some footage. Look at that. It's the last one that takes place in the original format of what Assassin's Creed that we know before it switched over to Assassin's Creed Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla. And it's got really dope DLC. You can it's Jack the Ripper kind of noir style DLC. So to me, that setting, what they did with that game, that's like my favorite one. It feels like it hit what it wanted to do on the head real good.
I agree. I thought that game was really good. I think they dropped the ball a little bit with the twins, though. They could have fleshed out like some like unique mechanics, like for like some co-op or something. But other than that, it was a solid title.
I agree.
But before we move on from this topic, I got one more question, you guys. What is your favorite Assassin's? We already did that. Okay.
I answered the question.
Yeah, we already answered the question.
That's my
the teleprompter just
Tell you
completely
what,
confused me.
Frost, what's your favorite
what's your
Assassin's
favorite?
Creed?
I liked the one about the Revolutionary War.
Assassin's Creed 3?
Yeah, I'm a big
okay.
Revolutionary War buff, so I was super excited about that one.
Cool.
I gotta say, off of Revolutionary War, someone in the chat, I'm sorry I didn't catch your handle, but mentioned how interesting World War I or World War II would be in an Assassin's Creed setting. I'm like, that'd be kind of interesting. Like, it would definitely be more of like a historical, like more fiction than historical. But I'm like, hey, why not? Like,
I feel like we're there at this point with where they're going.
There was a moment like that in the Assassin's Creed, the one with Arno. Which one was that? The one that took place during the French Revolution. There was a moment
Unity, the one that everyone hates.
Yeah, there was a moment. Well, the narrative's kind of changed on that game, actually. Now that they've ironed out the bugs, people are like, oh, this game is actually not that bad. And there's a moment in that game towards the end where you go to the future with Arno and you fight World War II and there's like planes. It's like some weird stuff going on. It was a really cool moment. My personal favorite Assassin's Creed is Assassin's Creed 2 because of the Romulus armor, but my favorite setting is Odyssey.
I love Odyssey. It's so pretty.
Cassandra was such a fire character. It was so pretty. It was. I wanted to. I rarely get into open world games like that nowadays, but I really enjoyed exploring that world.
I know it's just like a side thing, but you just made me think about it. I would love if the Assassin's Creed series did like a 1930s, almost like a BioShock-esque type of vibe where you have like Art Deco in like New York City type of thing.
Oh, you're like a city assassin, an urban assassin.
Yeah, like what if you're like coming
I'm
up?
murdered in the talkies.
Yes. Hello. This is my secret blade.
I am being attacked. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, that's really dope, though. Well, we have to take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll be talking about the best and the worst collections in games, and Frost is going to talk a little bit about one of her favorite games right now. It's called Ashen, so don't go anywhere. We got more Xplay Plus on the way. Hey, and welcome back to Xplay Plus. This next hot drop isn't just about hot games, but also some hot stuff. Jirard, take us into the next hot drop. The hot drop.
Thanks, TBH. Today, I'm talking about games. Surprise, surprise. But not just normal games. Games with stuff.
Oh.
Specifically, collector's editions. Now, over the weekend, the God of War Ragnarok collector's edition and all the different SKUs made like the Kardashians and sold out real quick. This unique collector's edition, titled the Jotner Edition, or Jotner, I always ruin that name, comes with pins, figures, a dwarven dice set, steelbook display case, 7-inch vinyl, and of course, a replica of Mjolnir. Thankfully, I was able to get one thanks to my friends online, but it got all of us thinking, which collector editions came with the best stuff? And yeah, so everyone selected their best and their worsts over the years. So let's start with you, Corey. Why don't you start us off? What's the best collector edition in your eyes?
I may not personally own a lot of collector's editions, but I gotta say, the best collector's edition is the Modern Warfare 2 Prestige Edition. Now, if you guys don't remember this is when they gave away a night set goggle for Modern Warfare 2. Now, me personally, I actually don't care about this, but I still thought this was a great collector's edition outside looking in, because for all the kids out there that have those sick power fantasies of being a back-to-back World War champion, but too afraid to actually enlist, you can spend $120 and get yourself some nice night vision goggles, and, you know, continue to live out your power fantasies. Now, we're going to need to take a drink for this next collector's edition, and thankfully, it comes with it. So Call of Duty also released this collector's edition that comes with a flask.
World at War.
Yeah, World at War. So basically, when you're getting your ass beat in the lobbies, and you're getting all types of things shouted at you because you're bad, and some kid saying he effed your mom, you can pull out the flask and take a sip, and you know, get a little frosty. You know what I'm saying? But Frost, what do you think?
So I, like TBH, don't actually collect a lot of things. Had to move around a lot. Was very poor growing up, but mine's a little bit different because it's very personal. It is the Final Fantasy VII Advent Children DVD Collector's Edition. Okay, now, it came with postcards, which were all of the wall scrolls that you get of the characters, which I ended up framing and hanging up in my childhood bedroom. It then also came with the script, as well as the black book there was like a little, like short story collection from the characters' perspectives between the end of Final Fantasy VII to the beginning of Advent Children, which was really cool because it made Tifa Lockhart even more badass than she already was. I know it's like nerdy, but that was probably one of the only collector's editions that I ever had.
That's super sick. It came with a script.
Oh yeah, it was very cool.
The artwork looks fire.
It was great. The movie, not so much, but that's fine. Still like it. And my worst is actually one that we all agreed on, and it was the Dead Island Riptide Zombie Bait Collector's Edition, because there's no way in hell you can have that in your house, have someone come over, and them not be convinced you're a serial killer.
It's just weird. Can I say one thing about this, though? Because I actually wanted to pick this one, but she took it before me. I will say the one compliment that I can give about this collector's edition is they put more effort into this than the actual game.
Oh.
That game sucks. It was DLC that they charged $60 for, and I want my money back 10 years later. Jirard?
You can see the bone on the lady neck.
I have never seen that before.
No?
I am shocked.
Fleshy? Or is it hard?
I am blown. That was a lot. Look, look at that. I hate that with a passion.
But here's the thing. If it is, like, soft to the touch, I can kind of understand it. If it's hard plastic,
I don't want to know what it feels like. I don't want it in my house. I want it nowhere near me. I've seen, I got some choices too, folks. I've seen my fair share of collection editions over the years, and I've got to say, one of my absolute favorite ones is the one from Dead Space 2. Now, it doesn't come with a whole bunch of bigger items as the other ones so far, but what I love about it the most is it comes with the replica plasma cutter, and you can adjust it from shooting horizontal and vertical, and it's like a laser pointer. Not one that I talk about very often, but it is one of my favorites.
That is amazing.
It's really cool. But the absolute worst collector edition that I have, that I physically own, is the one from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, with the Infinity Eggs and the messed up sprite face on Mega Man, Chun-Li, Captain Marvel, and Iron Man. $250 out of my pocket.
Oh my gosh.
That I will never get back. I will never get that
Funny
back.
enough, they put the same amount of effort into this as the actual game. It's different.
Those eggs.
That's I was about to
image
say.
here. The image here that's showing the Infinity Stones. I wish it looked like that. They are just Easter eggs that have been cut in half and glued with LED lights. It is a sham. They stole a bunch of money.
Did they get
from
in trouble
me.
for it?
Hell no, they're Capcom. Emily, did you bring one to the table physically?
I did.
Of course you did.
My beautiful boy. I got to give a shout out to the Mass Effect Legendary Cache. Look, anything that comes with wearable helmets is an A+ collector's edition in my book. And of course, I would be remiss if I sat here and let y'all talk about collector's editions without, of course, mentioning the atrocity that was the Fallout 76 collector's edition that infamously had the canvas, this beautiful canvas bag that they advertised when it turned out to just be like a nylon reusable like grocery bag that was delivered.
This gamed a lot of folks with this one, unfortunately.
This one was big. I mean, it's close. It's close to egg. Egg
Very
and bag
close to
are very
egg,
close
yes.
together.
Egg and bag, very close of free collectible.
But did come with good helmet.
Well, the helmet was good.
Helmet's
Oh,
sick.
that's good.
And yeah, so I just have to mention Fallout 76 whenever I can because I assume their servers operate like fairies. The more you clap, the longer they live. So
you're doing your part.
I'm doing my part. So now I want to ask y'all, what makes a good collector's edition? Is it price? Is it content? Is it wearable helmets?
To me, it's quality. It's quality of product. I think especially now that we've lived through the era of Loot Crate and all your boxed things, we are used to spending little amounts of money to receive a bunch of small trinkets that we end up either becoming obsessed with or we give away because, like, what are we going to do with, like...
Socks.
Yeah. What are you
Lanyard.
like Funko Pops, right? Some people love them and collect them, don't get me wrong, but, like, when you're getting them all the time, the only thing that makes me want to keep them is the quality of the product. And while Loot Crate and those companies do have a good product, if you're attaching a, $120 plus price tag to the thing, it better be a banger. The biggest gripe that I have with the current zeitgeist of collector's editions is they give you the steel book, no disc.
That's right.
No disc. So they assume that you purchase the regular version and the collector's edition and combine them, and that bums me out a lot.
Yeah, I think to go further what you said, like, it's the quality of it, but, like, I think what a good collector's edition puts in, the item has to be something like when somebody sees it, it's like, yo, without a doubt, that person's a fan. Like, if I came over your house and I saw that helmet, I'd be like, oh yeah, she's clearly a Mass Effect fan, versus just releasing a collector's edition for like $120 and all there in there is like a steel case. Those are cool, but it's like, it looks like an empty DVD box. So it's like, you got to put some extra effort into it.
And then I think it's speaking to like the fandom of the product that you're selling. You know, it's cool to have something or games where you have helmets and you can have them. Like, everyone wants a Master Chief helmet if they're like a big Halo fan. But I really liked when BioShock was releasing things like the music that went along with it. You know, it's cool when you get those combos, but if it's a game where the music's not great and they're like, hey, get this collector's edition and you get the music, like, I'd rather pass. I'm going to mute the soundtrack and listen to my own beats while I play. That's fine.
On that, yeah, I think Undertale had a really, really awesome collector's edition where they actually gave you the sheet music, and because the music is such a big part of that game, and so that was just, I love that. You also got like the little locket too, and yeah, it doesn't have to be these huge, like, I totally know what you mean, like, I love me my helmets, I love me my big figures, but yeah, just like small trinkets where it's like, oh, this means so much, it's a really nice, like a high quality item. It has to be
a signifier of the game itself.
Yeah.
Well, we got to move on here. Frosk, you've got a hot game you've been playing recently that you've been dying to talk about here at the table. Take us to the next hot drop.
Okay, guys, I bullied them into...
The hot drop.
Okay, guys, I bullied them into letting me talk about this. Thanks, Jirard. I wanted to share the hottest of drops that I've been playing nonstop for the past week. Ashen. Now, Ashen was made by the Down Under developers A44. Ashen is the 2018 Elden Ring before Elden Ring, and I am not kidding. While Soulsborne copies are plentiful, Ashen is a true love letter to the genre in a bite-sized package that utilized an open-world format, albeit on a much smaller scale, before the godly Elden Ring. The game's main premise is that you, a wanderer, are attempting to bathe the world back in light as it's currently a dark and desolate purgatory, and just like in Kingdom Hearts or voting in any election in 2022. Like the Souls formula, the key gameplay loop, I know, right? The key gameplay loop is acquiring runes. I think they're called like Ascaria in this game. Talismans and equipment to strengthen your character. Traverse the world. Along the way, you'll find secret dungeons and punishing enemies that rely on your mastery of combat and builds for success. Also, they don't have faces, so that's really fun. While the game is obviously much smaller in scale to something like Elden Ring or even the older Demon Souls, Ashen is an awesome entry point for those who are curious about From Software titles or even the upcoming A44 Flintlock game that showcased at Xbox Showcase. Its unique art direction, simplified build system, and smaller scale make it not as big of a climb as its AAA brothers, while still giving you the fun and, well, soul of those genres. But probably the cherry on top is the integration of the multiplayer and co-op systems, because getting your ass kicked is more fun with friends, or strangers, or both. Whereas Elden Ring will use summoning stones or golden pickled dicks to summon friends or allies, Ashen uses a system that is constantly pulling players into your own world to help you on your journey. You can work with them, ignore them, or just have them meander around and do their own thing, while still getting that feeling that you're not alone in this journey. And if you don't want it, it's really easy to disable. It's a banger, guys.
Did you play Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order?
I did not.
Okay, because I was about to ask you, like, because that's kind of like Baby First Souls, and I was about to ask how that one.
What was that?
Baby's First
Baby
Souls.
First Souls game.
Baby First Soul game.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask how that one compared to this, because I love the art direction of this, and like I personally am. I will admit my gaming faults. I am often been intimidated by the Souls-like games, but the art direction and what you've said about Ashen, and also too, I'm very excited about Flintlock. I want to give Flintlock a shot. I guess like. Talk to me a little bit more about that scale.
So I was just like you. I got Elden Ring, played it for a couple, like maybe 2 hours. You guys saw it when I played it with Jirard. Had my ass totally handed to me, and I was just like, oh, you know, I always want to get into From Software's games, but it's just not catching me with it. And then I got Ashen, and I loved it so much. I was like, this game's amazing, that I went back to Elden Ring, and now I'm addicted to Elden Ring, and I'm level 120. And just
dang.
like,
Nice.
But it was like a really good primer for it. Now, for those who are From Software fans, this game has combat that's much closer to, what's the ninja one? Sekiro?
Sekiro. Shadows Dead Twist.
Where it's that faster paced combat. You can't really see what they're doing here, but they have a dodge button that is very fast, and you can sidestep and dodge to the side, so you can actually feel like a total god in combat, and very easily, if you are a very proficient player of that style, it rewards you very heavily. Unlike Elden Ring, where you'll be customizing stats or anything like that, you just upgrade the weapons that you want, so your build is basically entirely on your weapon and how quickly or slowly it swings or what its reach is, and then once you find a weapon that you like the playstyle of, you basically just pour a bunch of runes into that and beef it up. So again, it's also less time consuming of, am I going into vigor? Am I going into endurance? Am I going into faith? Oh, what if I do this, that, or the other?
Are you aware of if the game scales are not based off the co-op? Difficulty.
So what I've learned going through, there's 6 bosses in the game, and I've done 4 of them, is that if I don't have a co-op, it will put in an AI bot with me. And if you do quests based on the AI bots, they get stronger. So if you invest more time in your companion, you basically get a better sponge to soak for you. And it's very similar to like the summons that you would use in Elden Ring. I've had a couple of like high level players or like really good players just come in and just hard carry for me, which is nice. But as far as I can tell, I don't think so. It's not as challenging as an Elden Ring, which is why I think it's a really great entry point. If those games look exciting to you, but you feel like you're a little bit scared and don't want to kind of go through the hard process, the narrative is great. It's actually really beautiful. And the big thing for me is that I actually own it on the Switch.
Yay.
And while I do have some frame rate issues on my first gen Switch, I also have an OLED Switch. When I play it on the OLED, I don't have...
Flex.
Yeah, I don't have any issues on it. I got it for Pokemon Unite.
Switches, nothing too crazy, you know.
You don't want to know how many I have.
Well, the difference is that if you have a day one Switch, it actually has a different processor than the other Switch. And if you're on the newer processor, I didn't have any drop or frame drop issues. But on my older Switch, I do notice that sometimes when I go into there's some areas with like snow, that there's some frame issues. But it's just cool if you don't have a Steam Deck to be able to play, Elden Ring Lite on a portable.
Diet Elden Ring.
Diet Elden Ring.
All right. Well, thank you, Frosk. I think that's all we got for the Hot Drop this week.
That is correct, but we have...
Oh,
Something else exciting to share, a first look at Warhammer 40k Darktide with Goldenboy. So thank you, Mr. Boy. Let's take a look.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? GB here, and we're about to get a first look at Warhammer 40k Darktide, the new game from Fat Shark Studios. You may know them as the guys who made Warhammer Vermintide. Really great game. This one, even better. It's something you're definitely going to want to watch. And then we also get an opportunity to talk with the dev as well. It's all good stuff. Check it out. I'm joined by Victor, who is the head of design at Fat Shark for Warhammer 40k Darktide. This game is awesome. We actually had a chance to play it. Super fun game. So actually, we did dive into a mission where we were running around. We had to like get these batteries, put them into this like ammunition crate or something like that. I guess kind of give us the lay of the land of like the type of experiences that fans could be looking forward to in a game like this, because it's a co-op shooter. So what should we be looking forward to? Like missions like that, like collect and retrieve missions, slaying missions, what kind?
We have a number of different types of mission types, as we call it, and they're all focused on cooperation. So the reason why you sort of have one guy carrying something and the rest have to protect him, we try to come up with the different mechanics that works similar to that. So like while one person is doing something, the other ones should be like holding his back, watching out for the enemies and stuff like that. The true core of both Vermintide and Darktide is cooperation. Like co-op, we're so focused on co-op. So another mechanic we have is the interrogation that you also did, where you set this skull interrogator. Because a funny thing in the world of 40k, people don't actually understand how all the machines are working, because it's like all the machines are so old that it's been forgotten how they work. So it's only a few that actually know how they function, called the Mechanicus. So a normal person in the Warhammer 40k universe, they think it's basically magic. So they don't understand how this machine works. So they set this servitor skull on the machine, and it talks to the machine and sort of makes it work. But sometimes it breaks down, so you have to finish this little sort of mini game. Yeah. And while you're doing the mini game, your buddies have to protect you. And we also have other mission types, like there's something called a corruptor. So it's this like sort of really disgusting Nurgle monster that has sort of taken over the machine and is sort of making it do bad things instead of doing good things. So you have to go in there and kill off this Nurgle corruptor thing. And that is sort of, it shoots out 3 tentacles. Okay. And at the end of each tentacle, there's these eyes, and you have to shoot the eyes, and you have to shoot them at the same time. So again, cooperation, like I'm going to take the left side, you take the right side, and you have to like try to coordinate that way. We try to build in cooperation in everything that we do.
You guys had a lot of success from Vermintide, huge hit. I was seeing it on Twitch all the time, a bunch of people playing it. The Warhammer franchise, it's so historic. It's been around for such a long time, but even then it's still very much like I don't want to say like a niche, but it does have its like subsection of an audience. So were you shocked by the reception that Vermintide had with the creator community, with the gaming community, or did you know we made a solid game and we knew this thing was going to hit?
I mean, we knew we had like the Warhammer fans. Like we knew we were creating a true Warhammer game with Vermintide, so we knew that would work. We always take the approach of we want this to be approachable by anyone. Like it should be so much fun and such a sort of good visceral experience that it shouldn't matter if you know what's going on. Like who are these people? What are these races and whatnot? At the same time as we go super deep on the lore. So if you are a fan, there's like lore to the nth degree. But you also have to be able to sort of understand what's going on, even if you know nothing about what's going on. Actually, that was sort of my role, because when we started out making Warhammer games, I knew very little about it. Like, I knew what like everybody knows, like, oh, okay, it's a cool tabletop game, but I never really dived deep into the sort of lore and stuff like that before. So I had that role at the company to sort of say, you know, guys, I don't understand what's going on anymore, so we sort of have to dial down the nerdiness or like the lore stuff here. Like, I don't know what's going on. So that's the approach we take. And it's been really cool seeing people playing Vermintide and getting into the lore that way, because it's very approachable. and like going onto Reddit and say like, hey, this Vermintide game is pretty cool. Is there any lore about this? They're like, yep, here's the list of the books you should read. So yeah, so it's super cool. And we're doing the same thing with Darktide. Like, you don't have to know anything about 40K. It's completely okay. It's a really kick-ass co-op game. But if you know a lot about 40K, we got you covered.
What would be like the required reading, if you will, to like kind of get up to speed if you happen to know?
We've been working with a really famous Warhammer writer called Dan Abnett, and he's created a series called Eisenhorn, which is about Inquisitors in Warhammer 40K. And in our game, you also play as part of the Inquisition. So that will be a really good place to start. And it's also one of those stories that is a little bit more easily digestible because it also has the human aspect to the story. And it's not about like these gigantic space marines and stuff like that. It's more about normal people in the world of 40K. And that's also a sort of angle that we want to take. We want to tell the story of a normal soldier or a normal zealot type of person, like a normal human being. How would it be to be a normal person in a world where there are like Nurgle, chaos demons and stuff like that? How do you react and how do you survive? That's what the story we're trying to tell.
That being said, right, like you haven't worked on this game now for a while. How does it feel to finally be able to show it out to the world? And you know, how do you feel the reception has been from, you know, like the people here and also just, you know, from what you've been seeing online?
I mean, it was scary at first, you know, first time you don't know. We knew we had a good game, but it's always a bit scary. Like, and we're Swedish, so we're modest. So we're like, oh, yeah, maybe they don't like it, but the reception has been.
Swedes were very modest. So yeah, you're right.
But you know, the reception has been amazing. So it's and like seeing people play here, and it's about the first time anybody outside the office has actually played the game, apart from like maybe 2 or 3 people. Yeah. So it's been really cool to see everybody's reactions and when they're like screaming, dying, and like, yeah, it's awesome. It's so much fun to see.
So, have you now decided to collect some of the figurines you have? Have you been painting?
Yeah. Actually, I just started because I have 2 kids. They're 6 and 9, and I figured like, yeah, they're probably at the age where we can start doing this. So I bought a Tau army just like 2 weeks ago, actually, and started painting. And I have to say, it's awesome. It's so much fun just to like, I love building first. It's so much fun just to sit there and like glue them together. And so, yeah, I've been enjoying it a hell of a lot, actually. So I'm going to build a big army.
Yeah, whenever I try and get into arts and crafts, it's mostly just the crafts and then everything falls apart. So I'm very glad to see you doing. I got to put you in touch with a friend of our show, Shayna Baszler, professional wrestler. She loves Warhammer 40K. So we got to make this happen sometime. But hey, Victor, I want to thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. I appreciate the game. Where can people find the game? When does it come out? What platforms?
September 13th. Yeah. It's going to be on PC, Steam, and Xbox, Xbox X and S, and also on PC, Xbox. And it will be Game Pass day 1. So.
Oh. Game Pass day 1, baby. Love to see it, man. Victor, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it. Check out Warhammer Darktide, new co-op game from Fat Shark, the creators of Vermintide. So if you like that game, you're going to like this one too. You're going to like this one too, right? Safe to say. Okay, so that was a first look at Warhammer 40K Darktide. Gotta say, game is super fun to play. Obviously, the controls, which is literally what I had expected from Vermintide, all translates right here as well. And just the world itself. It's gritty, it's bloody, it's crazy. You got all this carnage around you, and it's a super fun time to play with friends as well, which is always a plus. And it was great to be able to talk to the dev, learn a little bit more about this game and the thought process that went behind it, and find out if they actually paint some Warhammer figures themselves. Why don't you tell me what's your favorite Warhammer 40K story, Warhammer 40K game? I'm diving into the world, so I'm looking for some suggestions. I'll see you guys in a few.
Thank you so much, Mr. Boy. My favorite time of Warhammer 40K is painting my friends' figurines and painting them pink. But that looks really exciting. Warhammer 40K Darktide is out this September. You might see us playing it on a stream potentially in the future. But first, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, Jirard's got some feelings about monetization in video games. So we'll see you soon.
Hello, it's me, Jirard, and this is Player's Choice, where the player is me and I choose to talk to you. Now, if I sound a little off, it's because as a streamer, I feel a little bit left out. I know it's been over a month, but I haven't ranted enough about Diablo Immortal yet.
Every single time that I'm playing this game, I feel like I'm slapping myself in the face.
This game, greedy bastards who have contorted Diablo into this disgusting, offensive, predatory mess.
Not just a lack of respect, but like an active hostility toward the player.
It makes FIFA loot boxes look good.
I spent $10,000 and got nothing! Heaven, please, take my money!
If I were the man I was 5 years ago, I'd take a flamethrower to this place!
The streamer going full crazy frog over dropping 10 grand goes by Quinn69, nice, and he actually ended up spending 16,000 US dollars grinding Diablo Immortal's paid dungeons before finally getting one out of the 35 max level gems needed to fully upgrade a character's build. Whew, brutal. Now, the only time you should get stuck spending 16 grand on a rare dungeon experience is when you forget your safe word. I mean, look, that's on you. You owe Mistress Scarlet for her time, damn it. And I'm not here to kink shame if your thing is getting domed by Activision Blizzard, because it's not just Diablo Immortal. Predatory monetization has seeped into every sweaty crack of this industry. And the App Store could really use some penicillin. Now, I don't want to pretend there was ever some golden age of gaming where prices were totally fair. See, back in the primordial arcade era, Pac-Man wasn't just eating white dots. He devoured $3.5 billion of your dad's college tuition 1 quarter at a time. Today, that money could literally buy you dozens of fully upgraded Diablo Immortal characters. And early home gaming wasn't cheap either. The original Atari, adjusted for inflation, costs $900. And all you could do was play stuff like this. That was, of course, the Porky's game. Playing bad movie tie-in games used to cost more than a PS5 and looked like the acid nightmares of a sentient graphing calculator. Who would have thought? Now, I do think monetization has gotten worse over the years, and while I don't know exactly how to fix it, I think it's worth breaking down the industry's worst practices so we can at least be exploited from a place of health and knowledge. So, today, in honor of Diablo Immortal, let's descend into a segment I am calling Jirard's Inferno, the 9 layers of monetization hell. It's very hot. And it won't cost you a thing because it's a free-to-watch model. So there you go. Oh, okay. Look, I don't think I need my own in-show currency to host my own segment, but I got the coins, so yeah. I'll take it. 5,000 coins. Feels good. All right, let's start with layer 1 of monetization hell. Full DLC. Now, a lot of DLC is carefully crafted and worth the money, like Dark Souls, Notorious of the Abyss DLC, perhaps Assassin's Creed, the Jack the Ripper DLC, or the Rock Band 4 SpongeBob SquarePants pack. A lot of SpongeBob fans here in the studio. We've come a long way since the epic disaster known as Street Fighter Cross Tekken, where data mining revealed its DLC was already completed and done on the disc, but can only be unlocked by defeating a hidden boss. Your credit card at a future date. Today, we still got to be careful out there, though. There's a lot of lazy DLC out there, particularly for series with guaranteed fan bases. I'm side-eyeing you, The Sims. You mean I can finally barricade my Sims in a windowless room till they wet themselves? And it's autumn? No way. Layer 2 of monetization hell is the bread and butter of modern gaming, except it's just bread because the butter is price locked. I, of course, am talking about cosmetics. Now, those devil ears, worth every penny. Oh. Okay, obviously I don't need that, whatever this is, but you know what? I do have some free coins, so why not? Let's do it.
So obviously not all cosmetics are bad, but they can even be a way to voluntarily support games, like crowdfunding prize pools of the Dota International. Unfortunately, some cosmetics are like a proto-NFT, but what's non-fungible is social trauma from bullying if you rock characters with a base skin. Now look, Polygon reported in 2019, in the last few years, teachers noticed students insulting each other with the term default, a burn for any kid boring or broke enough to rock default skins in a game. Guys, cyberbullies have it way too easy. When I was young, if you wanted to bully a kid with a game, you had to name them in Oregon Trail and hope that they died of cholera. Layer 3 was going to be in-game advertisements, but I guess we can skip Layer 3 and earn 200 coins if we watch a brief sponsored message. So this is running long, so let's just go ahead and skip it.
All right.
Yeah.
The world of video games is always moving.
I've seen this ad
always
before.
changing, always evolving. But
it's an
there's
Xplay
one
ad.
constant.
It's an Attack of the Show ad. Okay. It's got the wasp. Name your price. What is going on? Why? Hello? Why are they playing so many? I don't even know what I'm being sold on. Hello? Make it stop. Dear God. Ah! Whew. Look, at least it didn't cost real money and it barely ruined the flow of this entire segment. So let's just do what gamers do every day. Pretend ads don't affect us, grab ad blocker, and move on. To Layer 4. Now, it's starting to look a little more like hell because I'm talking price-locked power-ups and convenience mechanics. Whether it's 2012 and your grandma's paying real money to skip watering individual grass tiles in Farmville, or it's 2017 and you just caved and spent real money to unlock Darth Maul in Battlefront. It's all basically pay-to-win mechanics turning sunk cost fallacy into high-cost gameplay, and FOMO into no-mo fun. See what I did there? Okay, nice. Seems like you're struggling purchase. Oh, come on. Look, the crowd likes me here. I can get the laughter on my own because they're the hardest working crew in the business, right, guys? Yeah. You know what? I just want to hear praise. Let's just hear it.
All right.
There we go. Yeah, thank you. Nice clap for me. Worth it. Look, they're just price-locking necessary aspects of the game, but life is a game, baby, and now I am winning. Applause one more time. Thank you. Ooh. That one came with a studio applause. Now, this next layer of monetization hell is the one that pulls all the other layers together into one gameplay melting river of burning dollars. Loot boxes. Now, loot boxes are a pure distillation of the dirtiest open secret in game design, exploiting human psychology via casino mechanics to maximize profits. Look, I get it. Luck is fun. There's a reason it's satisfying when your favorite streamer gets perfect boss RNG during a speed run and the possibility to break a world record. Luck is an essential element of almost all games when it's woven into actual gameplay. Or you can just douse your entire game in gold and peril particle effects and charge players every time they want to see cool fireworks. Loot boxes are literally dabbing on us. Oh, okay, hold on. Look, I get the conceit we're doing here, guys, but I'm not buying loot boxes for my own segment. Also, why are completion coins totally worthless in this? Everything costs cash. All right, fine. I'm going to do it just this once to prove a point, but that's it.
All right.
What do we got? Let's see. Ooh. Okay. You know, all I got were 2 common drops and one was a duplicate. I'll be honest, I do want to know what a legendary drop is, but we don't have time to open 30 imaginary Xplay loot boxes. And the fact that I know some of you out there are also curious as to what a legendary drop would be like in this totally made-up, high-concept gimmick is just a testament to how insanely effective loot boxes are at manipulating human psychology. Now look, despite everything I've said, I have sympathy for game developers. As production costs continue to balloon, developers often have to pump monetization to keep up or pop. And I imagine it's incredibly frustrating when tacked-on monetization overshadows years of creative work, like food poisoning overshadowing an otherwise flawless trip to Long John Silver's. So, how do we all get off this crazy Toad's Wild Ride of monetization hell? Well, let's be honest, we probably don't. What's worse is that live service games perpetually change depending on the current ecosystem. So when a game shuts down and you cannot use it or any of the items you bought, do you actually own the content you purchased? Is it worth having a console or a mobile device that stores that content locally so you can use it every now and then, like an old iPhone with Flappy Bird? And if so, what is the value of that content? Well, good news is, everyone, I'll be covering all these topics in layers 6 to 9 nights of monetization hell. And you can find out what I have to say for just $9.99 when you purchase the Jirard's Inferno Season Pass, release date Q7 2022, something like that. Act now and get one of 4 digital-only Adam Sessler pillows. It's true. Now, I know all of this feels a little doom and gloom, but what we can do is educate ourselves, each other, and recognize the importance of your own monetization self-value. Or in other words of Karl Marx, just play Hell 1 and Diablo Immortal. The other difficulty levels are just the same content with numbers turned the way up. So, now, open your loot box of your heart, but don't put your credit card information in because arteries aren't great with plastic. Now, but before we end this segment, I do want to end it all with a summary/quote that has never resonated more with me and reflects the current state of monetization in gaming. You are a fucking idiot if you don't think about monetization during the creative process of game development. I've been Jirard. The choice is yours. And now clap for me, you fools. Clap! Using the last of my completion coins. That was Player's Choice, everyone. We do have to take a quick break, but when we come back, it's time for our new game show segment, Super Nerd Round 2. Discord mod BMOP is back for a rematch after he was defeated by the final boss last week, and he gets the redemption, possibly, right after the break. the all-new Xplay game show where it's Xplay versus you, the fans, in a video game trivia battle. Here, the points do matter because our contestant will be playing for game codes that we will be giving out to all of you at home all game long. That's right. The more questions that they get right, the more codes you will unlock just listening at home. So that's great. This is Super Nerd 2 Into the Open World. As you might have guessed, today's theme is open world games.
Woo!
Now, let's check out the Tower of Nerdom. As your player makes it up to the Tower of Nerdom, they will face two types of trivia-based trials: power-up rounds and boss battles. During a power-up round, your player will be able to gather up as many game codes as they can be correctly listed by answers in a given prompt. Once completed, they will be put to the test against my minions in mini boss battles where they can win double or even triple the amount of codes that they will unlock. Now be on the lookout because codes will be given away at the end of every boss battle. Finally, when our contestant gets to the very top of the Tower of Nerdom, they will have one final task, and that is to beat me. I'm Jirard the Completionist, and I am still the reigning and defending Super Nerd. That's right, boo me! Boo me! Thank you. Now let's bring in our contestant. Joining me here once again to set the record straight is your people's champion and our G4 TV Discord moderator, Beam Up! That's right. All right, we get it. If you haven't yet, please join the Discord. Then you can maybe be on the show. How you doing, Beam Up? You good?
I'm doing good. I'm here for my victory lap. I'm glad you invited me back. So
your victory lap?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I smoked you last time.
No.
No?
No, that's not how I remember it at all. No.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out. Beam Up, last time you were here, you got a total of 49 codes for the audience by beating both of my minions. However, you did fail to defeat me. And word around the studio is that you actually haven't left the Xplay set and have been training for this moment all week long. Do you think you have what it takes to beat your high score this time around?
Oh, absolutely. I'm certified now. I spent a lot of time.
You're certified?
I'm certified.
Certified in what?
In video games.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time on Wikipedia, almost half an hour last night looking at Final Fantasy Wikipedia. So.
Great. It's a good thing we're doing open world. So that Final Fantasy will not be in this, so it'll be great. Excellent. Now, with that, let's head back to the Tower of Nerdom to start up our first power-up round. Here is how this is going to work. We're going to start out by giving BMOP 1 minute to list as many answers as they can in a given prompt. Each correct answer earns you, the audience at home, an extra game code. But that's not all. Being that this is Xplay versus the audience, you, the chat, can play along and give BMOP any answer you think is right. So be ready and pray that BMOP sees your answer, chat. BMOP, are you ready for your first power-up round?
Absolutely, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. I have the wrong thing here. Now it's correct. BMOP, you have 1 minute to name 10 of the 15 main villains in Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered. Ready, set, go.
All right, Spider-Man. I'm going to say Scorpion, Dr. Octopus.
Correct.
This is the first Spider-Man Remastered. Shocker.
Yep.
What was his name? The glowy man.
The glowy man is not an answer, but
Green Goblin, Rhino, Electro.
Rhino and Electro is correct.
Vulture. Mr. Negative.
Vulture's
Thank
correct.
You, cat.
Would you say which cat?
Mr. Negative. Did you get him? And then a black cat.
Yep.
There's a black cat. I don't think he's in it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Morbius.
Morbius is not on this list.
Well, he should be. Sandman.
Sandman's not on this list.
Kingpin.
Kingpin's on the list. You got 3 seconds left.
Hammerhead.
You did get 10 though, so you're good. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. All right. Look at that. How you feeling?
Great. Fantastic.
Great. Good. Beam-Up, you got 10 codes, but now it's time to give you the chance to double the amount of codes. To do so, you have to go up against our first mini-boss in a feat of video game trivia. Now, you need to get 4 out of the 7 questions correct, and then you'll defeat my minion. And chat, please be on the lookout because you can help out here too. One time during the battle, you'll see a chat flag appear. When you see it, write !epic in the chat to raise that flag. Once it is fully raised, the mini-boss will lose some HP and helping Beam-Up here and you guys at home win more codes. Now, let's introduce our first mini-boss, Backy Stabbington.
Oh, hi! I'm Backy Stabbington. Don't worry, you can trust me. I just got a question for you, Beam-Up. Do you want to win, or do you want those kneecaps?
That is a threat.
Yeah. I'd like to keep both, please.
Do keep both, please. Get off my Discord. I have questions for you, and you better answer these right, all right? Question number 1 is, Batman Arkham Knight was the first in the Arkham series to introduce a fully playable what? A, Bat-Hound, B, Bat-Plane, C, Alfred. I mean, yeah, it's obvious that one. Or D, Batmobile.
I don't think Alfred was in there, but he should have been. I'm going to go with D, Batmobile.
That's correct.
That hurt. Didn't leave a mark, but ouch, though. Jeez. All right, fine, whatever. Question number 2. In what year did Saints Row the Third originally release? Was it A, 2006, B, 2008, C, 2011, or D, 2013? You suck.
The third, I'm going to say that was C, 2011.
That's correct.
Calm down, will you? All right, you got lucky. Number 3. In the game Man-Eater, you play as what? A, a lion, B, a tiger, C, a shark, or D, a dinosaur, aka your mom?
Man-Eater, it's been a while since I played Man-Eater, but I did play it a ton. But I'm pretty sure it was a tiger? E?
That is incorrect. The answer was shark.
You suck! Stupid nerds. All right, question number 4. Which of the following characters in Better Call Saul plays the main antagonist in Far Cry 6? Was it A, Bob Odenkirk, B, Michael Mando, C, Jonathan Banks, or D, Giancarlo Esposito?
That would be D, Giancarlo Esposito.
Giancarlo is correct.
I think I'm gonna throw up. Hold on. My health bar. Can somebody, where's the graphics guy? Bring that back. Just move. Am I dead?
You're dead. You lost.
I'm dead?
You lost, Backy.
Impossible. No one ever. Wait. No.
Time to release the codes for the first round. We are dropping codes for Saints Row the Third Remaster, courtesy of the Epic Games Store. There's no better time to replay this game with the new Saints Row game coming to the Epic Games Store on August 23rd. Right now, chat, type keyword Saint now to be entered in to win. And during the break, check chat to see if your name was selected. If you're watching this on Twitch, keep your whispers and DMs open. And the mods will message you. And if you're watching on YouTube and you won, please join the G4 TV Discord and contact Discord mod Jarkler. She is just real upset, you guys. Get ready for more trivia and a chance to win even more codes after the break. right. Welcome back to Super Nerd 2 here on Xplay Plus. Now, before the break, BMOP released 20 codes for Saints Row the Third Remastered to our chat. Remember, chat, if you want a code, please keep an eye out on Twitch for your whispers and DMs. And if you want over on YouTube, head over to the G4 TV Discord and contact Jarkler to receive your code today. Congrats to all of our winners. Now, we're moving up the Tower of Nerdom and starting off with our Power Up Round 2. BMOP, you will have 1 minute to answer as many questions as possible with the help of chat. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Awesome. Here we go. Other than Dutch, you have 1 minute to name 10 members of Dutch's gang in Red Dead Redemption 2. First names are fine. Whenever you're ready.
I played a ton of Red Dead Redemption 2. Huge fan.
Huge fan.
I don't know if the horse counts, but I don't think he has a
Does
name.
not count. Does not count.
Bill? How about Bill? There's got to be a Bill in there.
Bill's correct. That's one.
Classic Western name.
Yep.
Arthur.
Correct.
Javier.
Yes. John Marston's correct. Okay.
Is there a Lenny in there?
That's correct. Yes.
Do we have a Corey?
Black Hokage is not in the game. No.
Okay. Well, a different Corey. Micah?
Yes, we do.
Dutch. No, Dutch.
Can't say Dutch.
Dutch is okay. Chat, help me out here. Tony, Santa, John. I think I said John. Bart, Charles.
Charles is correct. Tilly's correct.
Gavin. Sadie. Sadie. Doc.
Ooh, is that enough? No. That is 8. You got 8 codes. All right. Now, you do have the potential to triple these codes. If you win this mini boss battle, your codes will be tripled. Same rules applies as last round. You'll have to answer 4 out of the 7 trivia questions correctly to win. And remember, chat, look out for that chat flag and type !epic when you can help BMOP win. Are you ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Now it's time to introduce our next mini boss, Delivery Guy. Special delivery.
After I finish beating you, I got a package delivered to your mom.
Whoa! Man!
Question number 1. Which of the following is an area in Deathloop? A, up dam, B, up dog, C, Downton, or D, Downey?
I'm going to go with A, up dam.
Okay. That hurt a little bit.
That is correct.
Try this one. Question number 2. In Death Stranding's director's cut, which real-life energy drink was replaced by the fictional Bridges energy? Was it A, Red Bull, B, Bang, C, Tough Daddy, or D, Monster?
I do love a good Tough Daddy, but I think it was D, Monster.
I believe that is correct.
Question number 3. What is the name of Kratos' iconic first weapon that also appears in God of War 2018? Is it A, Chains of War, B, Knives of Hades, C, Blades of Chaos, D, Rings of Power? If you get this wrong, the chat will probably roast you.
It's true, they probably will.
Again, big God of War fan, but
big fan. Big fan here in the studio.
I think this was the Blades of Chaos. See?
That is correct. Blades of Chaos. Correct answer.
Number 4. Number 4. Goat Simulator 3 is a sequel to what game? A, Goat Simulator, B, Goat Simulator 2, C, Dead Island 1, or D, Goat Simulator Origins?
I love Goat Simulator 2, but I think this is actually a sequel to the first Goat Simulator A.
That should be correct.
A baby.
Well, hey.
Wow, more codes are now unlocked. This round, we are dropping codes for Deathloop, courtesy of the Epic Game Store. So type the word Loopy, that's L-O-O-P-Y, now into the chats to make sure you have a chance to get yourself a copy. Like before, if you're watching on Twitch, please keep your whispers and DMs open. And if you won, a mod will reach out to you. And if you're watching on YouTube and you won, please join the G4 TV Discord and contact Discord mod Jarkler in order to be sent your free code. Now, Bmop has survived against 2 more of my finest minions, but let's see if he finally has what it takes to take me down. That and more codes after the break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Super Nerd 2 right here on Xplay Plus. Now, before the break, Bmop released 24 codes for Deathloop to our chat. So remember, chat, if you want a code on Twitch, please keep an eye out for your whispers and DMs. And if you want over on YouTube, please head over to G4 TV's Discord and contact Jarkler to receive your code. Congrats to the winners. Now, your avatar and G4 Discord moderator Bmop has now won a total of 44 codes. Now, last week you had a total of 49. Do you still think you beat your high score?
Oh, yeah. This is going to be super easy at this point.
Yeah. Well, you already made it past both Packy Stabbington and Delivery Guy, so you know there's only one opponent left, and that is me. Yeah. But first, it's time to climb the Tower of Nerdom to our third and final power-up round. Bmop, are you ready to get some codes?
Yeah, let's do it.
Chat, are you ready to get some codes? Here we go. You will have 1 minute to name 10 of the 21 radio stations in Grand Theft Auto 5. Ready, set, go.
Man, I know. I've played
It's
so
rough.
much GTA 5, but it's really warm in here. It's kind of frying my brain.
Yep.
So, chat, if you could help out here. There's a talk radio station, Radio Los Santos.
That's correct. We'll take that one.
Space 103.2.
That's correct.
Fly Low.
That's correct. I'll take it.
Rebel Radio.
That's correct.
Radio X.
Radio X, not quite.
West Coast. It just scrolled by. Classics.
Yep, West Coast Classics, okay.
Morbius Radio.
No.
Okay. Los Santos something radio. Los Santos Rock Radio.
That's correct.
WCTR.
Yep.
Radio Mirror Park.
Yep.
iFruit Radio.
iFruit Radio is one.
Darkwave.
That's one. Someone in chat at the last second just posted every single one. So they really are the team count here. With that said, you got 9 codes this round. So congratulations. There you go. But now it is time for the final round. It's you versus me, the super nerd. Oh, come on. Now, this boss battle is different from the others. You and I will be going head-to-head to answer 13 questions asked by the voice of Emily. Whoever buzzes in first gets to answer. First to 7 question wins. Now, BMOP, if you beat me, there will be a multiplier of 4 codes. So chat, keep an eye out for that chat flag and type !epic when you see it to help BMOP defeat me if you dare. Now, Emily, bring on those questions.
Question 1. Control's DLC Aw is a crossover with which other Remedy game? A. Quantum Break, B. Max Payne, C. Alan Wake, or D. Death Rally? BMOP.
I think it was Alan Wake.
That is correct. Question number 2. In Mass Effect Legendary Edition, what is the homeworld of the Turian species? Is it A. Tachanka, B. Palaven, C. The Citadel, or D. Eden Prime? Jirard.
It's going to be B. Palaven.
That is correct.
Yeah, get mad. Yeah.
Question 3. Kristen Bell, star of Veronica Mars and The Good Place, also voices Lucy Stillman in which video game? A. Grand Theft Auto 5, B. Assassin's Creed, C. Horizon Zero Dawn, or D. The Wolf Among Us? Jirard.
That's going to be B. Assassin's Creed.
That is correct.
Yes! Your hate only fuels me.
Question 4. What was the final Bethesda game to be a PlayStation exclusive when it first came out? A. Deathloop, B. Ghostwire Tokyo, C. Quake, or D. Dishonored? BMOP.
I believe it was Deathloop.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer was Ghostwire Tokyo.
Ooh.
Question 5. In Bug Snacks, what is the name of the adorable hamburger Bug Snacks? Is it A. Hambo, B. Patty, C. Bunger, or D. Big Mac? Jirard.
Bunger.
That is impressingly correct.
Thank you. All right, calm down.
He did the impression very well.
Thank
Question
you.
6. Which of these game sequels was crowdfunded on Kickstarter for $2 million in less than 7 hours? Was it A. Psychonauts 2, B. Shenmue 3, C. Wasteland 2, or D. Shovel Knight Showdown? BMOP.
I'm going to go with Shenmue 3.
That is correct. Question number 7. Which of these Dragon Quest slimes are fake? Is it A. Slime Knight, B. Metal Slime, C. Bubble Slime, or D. Mech Slime? Jirard.
I'm going to say Mech Slime is not real.
That is correct.
I'm doing my job!
Question 8. What city is Watch Dogs Legion set in? Is it A. Chicago, B. London, C. San Francisco, or D. Berlin? Bebop.
It was London.
That is correct. Question 9. Which of the following is not a suit you can unlock in Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered? A. The Raimi suit. B. Into the Spider-Verse suit. C. Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit. Or D. 90s animated Spider-Man suit? Jirard.
I'm going to say D, 90s animated Spider-Man suit.
That is correct. Question 10. When it came out, which game was the biggest piece of media ever produced in the Netherlands? Was it A. Horizon Zero Dawn, B. Breath of the Wild, C. Tunic, or D. The Witcher 3? Bebop.
The Witcher 3.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The Witcher 3 was in Poland. Horizon Zero Dawn is in the Netherlands. Question 11.
I believe I've won?
Oh.
No.
Jirard has won.
No. You have no more health, right? That's right. Boo! Boo! Your boos let me sleep at night. It looks like there could only be one super nerd, and once again, it is me. Now, with all that said, you still won a lot of codes. So right now, in the chat, please use the keyword Shepherd to enter your chance to win Mass Effect Legendary Edition, courtesy of the Epic Games Store. Once again, if you're watching on Twitch, keep your whispers and DMs open throughout Xplay. And if you won, our mods will reach out to you there. And if you're watching on YouTube and you won, please head over to the G4 TV Discord and contact our Discord mod, Jarkler, in order to be sent your free code. Bebop, last week you got a total of 49 codes. Today you received a total of 53 codes. Congratulations. Regardless of if you won or lost, you still were brave enough to face me again and won more codes for chat. So you deserve something for yourself. Bring out the loot crate.
Drunk Leak, let's not fight this time, please. Let's just, okay. Please, just, there's lots of chests out there.
All right, I know. Give it up for Drunk Leak, everyone.
Okay.
Want to open the box?
I think it's cash this time. I'm pretty sure.
Let's hope.
Oh, yes, it's, okay. Well, there's what appears to be a human skull in here. And, these are some severed hands. Okay, this is great. And a severed, what? A severed foot? Whose is this? But there's a G4 hat too, so that's cool.
Wow.
Oh, it's a little too small.
I'm sure it doesn't say. Thank you all for playing Super Nerd 2, and a special thank you to the Epic Games Store for supplying all the game codes. Every game we mentioned today is available at the Epic Games Store, so if you mention anything that piqued your interest, check it out now at store.epicgames.com. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're playing some more games here in the studio. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Xplay Plus. Congrats to everyone that won codes during Super Nerd. Be sure to have your Twitch whispers open, and for our YouTube winners, reach out to our Discord mod.
Jarkler.
Jarkler. Excellent name.
Yep.
Now, we've seen everyone go head-to-head, so for today's gameplay, we thought we would put our heads together and see if the Xplay team can beat some escape rooms in Escape Room Academy. Or, excuse me, Escape Academy.
Escape Academy.
So, as we get this booted up, feel free to send us your questions by using the !Q command in the chat.
All right, let's get this party started. Y'all want to go through the narrative of this level?
Also, you gave us a fun fact about this, Emily.
Yes. So, this game is developed by a gentleman who runs 2-Bit Circus, which is a place in Los Angeles where they specialize in, like...
Would you stop massaging Table?
Like
I'm gonna call HR.
Table's been a good. He's been a good boy. He's been a good boy.
Anyways. But yeah, the guy, the gentleman who kind of started this game company, right, Jirard? He was the founder of 2-Bit Circus, where they actually have a combination of kind of arcade games that we're familiar with, arcade games made by current game devs, and of course a plethora of escape rooms. So of course the panini hit, and what do you do when a panini hits? Why, you take yes, you take your business and you say, how can I make this accessible to everyone? So of course they said, why don't we take escape rooms and make them into a video game? And so that's how Escape Academy was born. Was that about right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think it was the same person who started 2-Bit Circus, but they're brothers. They're related.
That's right,
so it's the family that made the game, or rather the family that is in this realm of escape rooms.
I would just like to start off this gameplay segment by apologizing to everybody in the chat. I'm terrible at puzzle games. I don't know why I'm on the sticks, so I'm just apologizing ahead of time for the BS you're about to witness.
This is a team effort. Don't worry. I mean, it's everybody at the table. B-Mop is going to help us, especially because he's wearing this amazing shirt.
Okay, can we get a single on B-Mop real
Did
quick
you have
if
that
possible?
shirt made for...
Look at this.
good.
Certified video game expert, comma, enter,
Well,
text.
Hold it up a little bit. There we go.
Hell yeah.
Why does it say text?
I think it was just a typo, you know, sometimes.
He's certified in video games, Frost. How dare
the
you?
important part on
Why are my controls inverted? What is this?
Okay, so what's is this one gonna get gas
You
or
got
something?
15 minutes to work
escape.
together.
So I would say look for some clues.
Let's see.
Now, while they're searching for clues, do you have any questions for us?
We
Emily?
do. Question I don't know
door.
that many of us know the answer to, but perhaps someone will tell me in my lovely earpiece. This comes from Chris Chaotix. What type of wood is that table made of?
Mahogany.
You could say boyfriend material, but I don't know the specific type.
Okay, we need three numbers for Cody thing. We need, is there three?
Yeah, there's a
numbers in
computer right there where like the codes. We got to like walk around and like look for clues possibly for the code. I found a floppy disk. Is there a computer to put it in?
Well, there's a desk. Can I jump? What? Hint, there's something there. What?
Wait, I just saw a desk with a lock
for
on
a
it.
purse. All right, this next question comes from Twitch. Henry Stickman576. What is everyone's favorite console?
Mine has to be the Super Nintendo.
A classic.
Yeah.
The PlayStation 2. Or the game.
lots of light. Yes.
I love the
Really?
GameCube.
The PlayStation 2 is one of the greatest consoles of all
The
time. It
greatest
has
selling,
the
ain't it?
greatest video game library. Thank you, Joe.
I don't know about that. I'm a PlayStation stan. I would say the Xbox 360 probably
You
has
did
one of the
not just say that the 360 is better than the PS2.
I'm getting
not gonna-
food in my ear.
Get out!
All right.
There's a lock on
Mass
the
Effect
desk.
Console wars are over, everyone. It's okay.
The fight
We all
never
won.
stops, Jirard. The war never ends. It never changes.
What about you, B-Mop? What's your favorite?
I grew up a Genesis kid, and I fell for all of their gimmicks. I bought the Sega CD. I bought 32X.
Oh,
yes!
So
we need to find something to pick that lock
how
on the
ridiculous
desk.
that thing looks.
I'm
when
pretty
it's
sure a
all
clue
together.
would be
It's like a
inside
weird
of it.
Transformer,
Yeah.
Power Rangers,
like a
Zord.
machine on life support. They tried to keep that thing going as long as they could.
Yeah.
Clock plant trophy. How do I unlock the briefcase?
Is there a map anywhere?
It's an
Clock
escape room. You gotta
plant trophy.
Oh, wait, there's maps over
maybe
the
you
pictures.
click on the go find a
This
clock
is
plant and a
maybe
trophy.
one of the most
There's a
difficult
plant.
games to stream while doing so much chaos in this room.
It also doesn't help that I've never done an escape room in real life either. You know, just throw me on.
Pretty good when we
sticks.
did it at Summer Game
Oh, wait,
Fest.
look, there's a map. A
A little
globe.
ship.
What is it?
GB carried. I'm not gonna lie. I have no problem admitting that.
You got another question, Emily?
Is that Australia?
Oh wait, TBH, what was your favorite console?
Oh, GameCube. Love the
one.
games, love the disc, love the handle on it, so you could take it on the go. Also, bop somebody upside the head if you needed to. So
Lunch pail weapon.
Absolutely.
Ready to go.
You drop that thing on concrete, the concrete is broken.
I have not found like a solid clue that's gonna lead to opening this.
Apparently there's a purse. I found the purse. Wait, okay, I got it.
This comes from Thanks Spaghetti, so thank you, Spaghetti.
Oh, that's gotta be for the lock then, right
For
here.
the lock where? On the
Come where I'm at, where the desk. Yeah.
What would be an amazing video game themed escape room you'd pay to play?
A video game themed.
Yeah,
escape room?
I know my answer. It would be Bioshock. I would love a Bioshock themed
that'd be
escape
so
room.
dope. Emily wins.
I did. I know that Resident Evil and Capcom teamed up with, Capcom teamed up with I Am 8-Bit to do a limited run Resident Evil escape room to celebrate the release of Resident Evil 7, and I did that, and it was a ton of fun. It was very scary but fun.
Was there like people like coming out and grabbing you
They
and
were
trying to solve things?
not like grabbing, but like there are people who were like making noises of liquors and like taking like nails on a chalkboard type sounds to like as if like the tyrant's outside. It's pretty rad.
Oof. So we got a screwdriver and a picture of the pariahs, which looks like furries in bomber jackets. Are you a human? Come here.
Am I? I don't know what I am. I can't see. Are you a human? Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know why we're working for the furries, but we are.
Apparently. Oh, what is
Theme
this?
up. What would be your dream video game themed escape room?
No, Bioshock's a really good one.
Thank you.
Oh, they're wearing masks.
Yeah, I'm with you. Bioshock would be a terrifying one, especially if you get caught in there with like a Big Daddy or something.
Ooh, that'd be cool. Or a Fallout one. I think Fallout would be interesting.
Yeah.
Be super. I think Fallout would be a lot more like comedy mixed with an escape room. I think there'd be like the tense and the fear, but then also some.
Bruiser St. George from Twitch chat said Mario's or Peach's Castle.
Oh, that would be really fun.
That's really cool.
That one to me, because I don't think escape rooms have to be scary. I'm not a big scary escape
they
room
don't have
person.
to be.
I did a heist escape room for my birthday.
I did that Zelda one. I did that Zelda one that Nintendo's doing for a while. That was not an escape room.
Was it just a Zelda experience?
It was like a community escape room where it was like they did it in like banquet halls and hotels across the country, and like they had like a bunch of tables and they have you like a little lanyard thing and tells you how to. There's like 15 or 20 things you have to do, like quests. It was cool, but it definitely wasn't an escape room.
Yo, homie, go to the phone on the desk.
Is that the code?
Yeah. Go. There's a phone on the desk.
A phone on the desk.
Behind
With the lock?
Yeah, that. Go to that phone on the left. The other left. Okay. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna dial. We're gonna touch the phone. Okay, yeah. Okay, 9.
I can see your screen.
Teamwork makes the dream
Bye.
work. This is really cool. I like this co-op feature.
2. It's so slow. 4, 2, 4, 2. Let's go. I'm calling the feds.
You've reached Jeb.
I think
Wait, Headmaster Solange? Aren't you interviewing the new kid?
Sister? What the?
Oh.
I think a good escape room would be NBA 2K's 22's The City. There's in its online mode, there's a city you can run around. Every time I go in that, I just want to run out of it. So if they did like an escape room with it, put like microtransactions, pictures of Ronnie 2K everywhere, I would want to get out of there quick as hell. Absolutely.
Any more questions, Emily?
Yeah, we got a bunch. I'm just combing through them. Thank you all so much for your questions.
It said interviewing a kid? Are we supposed to find a what did you fuck up this?
What did we even find? Like it was just Solange on the phone? Was she talking to Beyonce? What was that?
Listen, Beyonce is lucky to have a sister as talented as Solange.
Oh, I love her albums.
So much better than Beyonce's, am I right?
That's why I like you. I agree. I love that Neil.
You guys are great at communicating except when playing this game.
Somebody has to try. I already apologized ahead of time, okay? I don't know.
All right. What is everyone's favorite SNES soundtrack?
Time Plant Trophy. Okay, so the code is
Donkey Kong Country.
That is a great answer. I gotta go.
Oh, time. It's 12?
7 minutes on the clock.
12? How many plants are there and how many trophies are there?
I think I gotta go Final Fantasy VI.
Ooh.
Nope. Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger's the one. That's just it's too good.
Okay.
Somebody said Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball Escape Room. I don't think you want to leave that place. Sounds like heaven to me. Shout out to you. The plant is perfectly watered.
What about you, B-Mob? Do you have a favorite soundtrack?
I do. For Super Nintendo, it's got to be Jurassic Park, that game. Had a song called Triceratops Trot, which I loved. And then the elevator theme in there is like this lounge song that's just hilarious.
Yes, I can see you looking at me.
Oh, she's smart
That's
on us.
the weirdest answer I could have expected to come from you,
Go listen to
B-Mob.
the Jurassic Park soundtrack from SNES. It's amazing.
Didn't we just drop a video about Jurassic Park?
All the Jurassic Park games. Yeah,
I should check that out on the Xplay YouTube channel. Make sure to hit the like button.
Ew. Mine. I'm blanking on SNES. I'm just coming through SNES right now. The one that comes into my head is I just love Excite Bike so much. It's on the NES.
Though.
I know. I just
Is there,
love Excite Bike.
have you seen the computer? Because I have a floppy disk. I just don't know what to do with it.
How many trophies and plants are there?
That's what I'm saying. Why you put us on the hardest level?
It's
This
the
is
first
the first
one.
level.
Oh my God, bro. Pack us up, man. Pack us up.
Can you put that
How many
disc
plants
in
there are?
the
1,
ATM?
2, 3,
I see random countries on the pud.
Okay.
4.
Wait, read the hint again? Or what did it say?
4 and 3.
I'm counting.
Oh, wait. Count.
Clock plant trophy.
Count the number of clocks. I'm trying to read it.
I'm not pressing anything.
2, 4, 3.
Oh.
You talking about the code?
Okay. Yeah, it's 2, 4, 3. I got it. Wait.
Okay.
I got it.
Oh, you're talking about right there. I thought you were talking about the computer.
You have another question for us, Emily.
This is just awful.
Oh, this is pretty fun. I think we've talked about doing a segment about this a little bit more in depth. This comes from Twitch from Rage of Alma. What game would you like an amusement park themed after? So we've got our Super Nintendo World coming to the U.S. in both California and Florida in the upcoming year. Of course, the main park being in Japan. But yeah, if you had to design a video game theme park, what game would it be based off of?
I think an easy one would be Sonic.
Ooh.
Roller
I feel
coasters,
like
make them blue,
fast,
go fast,
yeah.
like the items all around the park. That'd be an easy one, I feel like, to do.
4,
I think
5.
Sonic might be the one. I would do Legend of Zelda.
Ooh.
I think
describe to me a ride in your park.
Oh
Because they have
man.
the Sonic coasters.
I think I definitely would do like Sheik's Secret Passageway, where it's like it's like a not like a ghost coaster, but like a minecart coaster that goes through Hyrule Castle.
So
and
like
you're
half dark ride, half coaster.
Yeah, and there's elements of like as a team we have to we're trying to sneak out of the castle, and what's her name, Impa is just like trying to get us the whole time, and then Ganon shows up.
Oh, that'd be super sick.
Yeah,
Going
fun
through like
time.
the dungeons and stuff.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I know this floppy disk is for something. I just don't know what. What's this?
What about you, B-Mop?
I'm going to say Mass Effect. I know there's a Mass Effect ride already, but a Mass Effect theme park with all those characters walking around. Imagine just like a place where you can go help Garrus calibrate stuff. That'd be great.
Oh man, if Disney thought that.
It's funny because that's exactly how I feel playing this game drunk.
At the academy.
It's running out of time.
I've got this guy on my backpack.
We should send that guy to
Give me your
rehab.
disc.
He needs some help.
He needs some help.
Wait, you gotta
Oh wait,
give-
insert disc. Wait. Wait, where's the computer? What am I looking at?
Back to what you're saying,
Okay.
Mop, about
Please come here.
Garrus
Wait,
walking
you found it?
around.
You found it? You
Yeah,
found it?
it's in
theme
here.
park.
Where you at? What's here?
In the bookcase, in the secret passage that I have revealed. Please
Oh,
walk in
Batman.
and turn
Okay.
right and
You have to
insert your disc.
You have to say it.
But so there was a problem that Disneyland and Disney World had with their Tarzan meet and greet characters and their Jack
that.
Sparrow meet and greet characters, which was basically
All right, let's just.
they were exactly. They were too sexy. I was saying exactly to the voice in my ear that no one else could hear. The characters themselves were too attractive. Women were writing down their phone numbers, sticking them in notes in the actors' clothing, and then touching them inappropriately. So that's why you don't have Tarzan as a meet and greet character
Oh,
anymore.
maybe it's the piano spelled dead.
So I'd be worried, like, if you gave me a full, real good Garrus in a costume in a theme park, I fear for that actor's life.
I think that's in the spirit of Mass Effect is they let you do that.
I got it.
Oh,
you're
we
allowed
just
to,
go
you're
to the
allowed to
park
romance the character.
I found a light bulb. What does that mean?
Let's go put it in the light over here.
Okay.
You guys have 3 minutes.
Oh, sure.
To solve the rest of this room.
Put it in this thing. Put it in that.
I don't think the light bulb goes in there.
It goes in the lamp. Put it in the lamp.
I don't know if that fits. It's a different shape.
It's
just,
that's a desk lamp, all right.
Okay, we gotta find a lamp that doesn't have a light bulb.
Okay.
Wait, there's a lamp.
Was there
over
one
here?
in the room we came from? Because we kind of just left.
I'm gonna try to.
Can't inspect that.
Okay.
Wait, is that it?
I almost no. Okay. It's not that one.
You almost smack into each other. All right, this one comes from Bill 930505.
Bill 93095.
Close. What are your thoughts on Bayonetta 3's release trailer and its gameplay so far?
Was in the room?
Come here.
I am very excited for Bayonetta 3. Ready for October. Very exciting stuff.
I thought the rest of the year was gonna look dry, but we got between that and then a couple.
Sir, we have 1 minute 53 seconds.
Where's
Put
the
the light bulb
Oh,
in
I have
the
to tell
lamp.
you guys, chat is voting whether or not you guys will win. And it is 93% to 7%. 93% say you guys will fail. Tell you what, I'll be the other 7% and agree that you guys will not make it out of here.
Very kind.
The hate fuels me.
I guess question about Bayonetta, is the Bayonetta we see in the game
What did that
the
do?
Bayonetta we're familiar with, or is it a different Bayonetta? Because
Jacqueline.
there was the appearance of this other kind of Bayonetta-esque figure she was like the masked one and all the gold and the red that people were claiming was the real timeline Bayonetta, and we
Does
may be
that
playing
have
as a
the
different
letters to
Bayonetta,
spell
aka
it?
like baby Bayonetta from the first one.
I think it's her. I don't know why they would pull a Sidewinder right at the gate, you know?
And I'm excited we got a new witch
Oh
character in the
my
game too, which
God.
will be really, really fun to explore and play as, especially because she wields a sword.
Yeah.
56.
This
You
is
got this.
crazy. This is crazy. Man.
The exit door won't budge.
You got 40.
Oh wait, it's his
5
name up
seconds.
top there. Maybe we spell Jacqueline in here.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh,
But there's a first, middle, and last
Jacqueline
name. It's
Fox.
just a first.
Jacqueline.
what was her full name on the?
Oh, okay. So Jacqueline. Hold up. What?
It's gotta be her middle name.
It's got to be her middle name.
So what's the first?
Yeah.
Oh, there's.
So what's her first name
Her first
then?
name and yeah, Peggy.
But we also gotta
Her
find
last
the
name's
other.
Fox. Her last name's Fox.
It's Fox.
Yeah.
So what's her first name then?
Doctor.
Oh, Solange.
Solange, that's right. You did call her. That's how you found out her.
It's not here.
I don't see Fox.
Fox isn't
Oh,
Solange.
Solange is her
Solange
last
is the
name.
last name.
Solange.
And you guys failed.
Oh.
Well,
game
I
is
guess
hating,
I
though.
can't be right about everyone.
Hey, put Fight Night on.
All right, ladies and jelly spoons, we're gonna take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're gonna try another room again, or perhaps a different one. Will we escape it this time? You'll just have to wait and see. Stay tuned.
Are you okay, Emily?
I had a brain fart.
calm down, Jake. Welcome back to Xplay Plus. If you're just joining us, we're playing through Escape Academy and trying to, escape, which we did so very successfully. Don't look at the tape.
No, you guys failed.
All right.
A memory
you really failed. But tell you what,
if you guys got any questions, exclamation point Q was followed by your question. But go ahead.
Yeah, so we've switched up a little bit. Emily says, let me solo it. And so we gave her the controller.
She said she's just talented. I got an interesting question from the chat.
What? You're doing the same level? You just watched us.
I really wasn't
well,
watching.
we weren't
I
paying
was
attention.
reading
We
the
were
question.
not paying attention, hands down.
This one comes from Iramite, and he says, what character from what game would you most likely murder if given the chance?
What character from what game?
I'm going to say Omachow from Sonic series.
And why?
Because every time... Do you know what Omachow is?
No, but it's a chow, isn't it?
Oh, it's not a chow.
I'm
It is a
Googling.
robotic chow that is the tutorial that if you touch, sounds creepy, demonic, and tells you how to play the game. And it deserves to get beaten.
Wow, this is scary looking.
I can't remember the name. We talked about this the other day on the other stream last week, Joe and Frost. What was the name of the character from season 1 of Walking Dead that snitches? I actually did kill him, but the one that chat help me out. The one he was in season 1. It was like episode 2. He sells the whole group. It was the teenager that wore the Letterman jacket. What was his name? I know it's not Kenny. It was something else. But meanwhile,
Chat helps you. I'm killing the owl from Ocarina of Time. That's like, would you like to hear that again? No. Fuck you. I hate you.
Look, listen.
It's true.
Beam up. Who would you murder?
Ben. There we go. Ben. There we go.
I would murder the guy from Fallout 4 who's always, I forget what his name is, but he's always trying to get you.
Peterson?
Yeah,
No,
the guy
Preston Harvey.
Preston. There's a settlement that needs your help.
Yes, I'm tired of helping your settlements.
Oh no,
Let
the
me play
guild
game.
leader in Fable. Hero, your health is low.
I was like 30 hours into that game before I realized that he was just repeating questions. I was like, wait a minute, I did this. And I felt so stupid afterwards. But let's see. What else we got here from you guys? Get those questions in.
Which Pokemon would be
Probably
the most
Ashley
useful in the
again.
real world? Pikachu, because he would help control our electricity grid.
It's Ivysaur because you can use the little vine whips to grab things and you can just use them to whip
I'm
around.
trying to end the energy crisis, and you are trying to reach things off of cabinets. We are not the same.
So I'm not the only one that thinks
Reed
like that. Because
shoes.
anytime I say something like that, people are like, oh, that's like slavery. And I'm like, bro, we need the electricity. We can use those Charmanders to cook some food.
That's what I'm saying. What do you mean?
Like, besides making them battle till they faint and go to the doctor every week.
Wait,
I mean, it sounds better to me, like a better
so
job.
the question was what Pokemon you would give a job?
No, like what would be the most useful Pokemon?
It's
in
the
real
keys Pokemon because it's literally keys.
It's Mr. Mime, and we all know why.
What's the best PS2 game from CC Gamer?
Best PS2
Yeah, what do you think
game?
is the best PS2 game, guys?
Oh, PS2
I'm
game.
going to say Final Fantasy X.
I was just gonna say that. Jirard, why are you my spirit animal?
Because I love video games.
That checks out.
I'm going to go with SOCOM 2. It's a classic.
Here's the thing, though. I didn't even really like PS10. Final Fantasy
PS10?
X when
I heard
it
it's easier to
out.
find than the 5.
Because I didn't really like Tidus, but like just that feeling, it was the perfect core memory of like you see the screen come on, all the cubes, you hear that sound, the sound of it like turning on, and then you go in and you're in Xanarkand. It was just so good.
All right, I have to... Okay, Beam Up, what's your favorite?
I gotta go with GTA 3. That was just a...
Hell yeah, that's a great one. I have to say, we have to get it out in the open because you've said
Tidus,
which is canon to Final Fantasy.
It is?
But in my mind,
Tidus.
In Kingdom Hearts, it's Tidus.
I like Tidus.
Tidus makes more sense to me.
But it's
because Tidus, like his whole vibe literally is ocean. Tidus, like yeah, sin, water, like all that stuff. But everyone always says, oh, because Waka in Kingdom Hearts says Tidus man. Like then we're all like, cool.
I have a request.
Yes.
Not close to the mic. Can everyone do their best Titus laugh?
That's it, actually.
We should just stop at that. That was that was peak. We should not.
I haven't been paying attention, but I just realized you're doing the same one as us. Is that not cheating?
I wasn't. I was answering questions earlier. I was.
Oh, how convenient! How
Does it change
convenient!
anything if you play it twice?
Doesn't look like it. Looks
Possibly.
like she's doing the
Codes or
same thing
names,
to me. What's the name in the chat? I just missed. It was a really good one too.
You ducks
Suck? No, ducks don't suck. You suck the duck. That's how it works.
Devox asks, what video game character would be your wingman in real life?
Wait, what's Wingman for? Like, what are we doing? Are we trying
Wingman wink. We're picking chicks up. We're picking dudes
chicks
up. Whatever you're into. Yeah.
Does anyone have a pen? I need to write these notes down.
Wingman.
I'm serious about this.
So so is the vibe that we're trying to get with a person?
Yeah, they throw the alley oop.
They throw the alley oop.
Zach Fair.
That's a good one. Final Fantasy VII. Okay. A part of me wants to say Luigi, just because he's so bad at being a wingman that the date will turn around and go, well, at least you're not Luigi.
Wow.
And that'll get me the date.
I'm gonna go with Commander Shepard just because he's the most famous man in the galaxy.
But wouldn't he potentially take your date?
No.
Yeah, but if Shepard walks up and he's like,
no.
"CH, thank you so much for saving those orphans. I really."
No. I would pick him because it's a numbers game. Because he's famous, we're gonna have all the girls in the VIP section, and I just being next to him, I'll be able to get a couple. Yeah, he's gonna get most of them, but standing next to the fame, I will be able to acquire.
Okay. Bemop, what about you?
I know I already gave a Garrus-related answer before, but I'm going to do it again. Garrus was your wingman in that game and stuck with you through, like, basically, I mean, the universe ending. So
that'll do it.
Yeah.
Somebody in the chat said Daxter. Did you play Jack and Dexter? He was horrible with women. Let's see.
You have the key. You got it from the
Oh,
purse.
that's right.
What fictional food or drink from a video game would you make real?
I know Nuka-Cola just popped into your brain.
It's like I'm trying to decide between which Elder Scrolls or Fallout food. I mean, all the Fallout food, though, is like preserved like Twinkies that have existed through time just thanks to the power of preservatives. I don't know if I'd want that. I'm leaning more towards Elder Scrolls.
Have you ever seen a moldy French fry?
No.
Why did you let your French fries get to that point?
No, but I'm just saying
can't.
they don't because they're
Of the oil.
they're
and the
forever.
That's gross.
I'm going to say ambrosia from Wild Arms, a very deep cut that no one will know except for me.
Oh, you know what I'd actually like? Some sea salt ice cream in like that little blue pop form from like the Kingdom Hearts series.
Oh, that is a good one. Or the star fruit.
Oh yeah, what does a Palpoo fruit taste like?
That one.
I'm curious to know what a Chug Jug tastes like. As much as I don't like Fortnite, it does look good. It looks like it tastes good. And it heals. So why not? Some of that blue stuff.
Which video game universe would you choose to live in?
Video game universe.
I think the Pokemon universe would be the coolest.
Is it?
You'd get to be a Pokemon trainer.
If you want to be a Pokemon trainer, but think about the rest of the people in the villages. Just getting terrorized by imagine you're just chilling, right? And a Dragonite just appears out and just blows your whole neighborhood up, or a Gyarados is on a nearby lake. And you just going fishing. Like, isn't that great?
That was the plot of Pokemon Legends Arceus.
That's crazy.
What about you, Bemop? What would you eat from a game that hoping for it to be real?
Assuming it came with the same power as the one-up mushroom, of course. Because
you just want to be
You just want to live forever?
Just want to keep going.
This man is certified in video games. He knows what's up.
Yeah, that's true.
I love how she's like watching us. Hello.
How you doing over here, Emily?
How's she gonna? Oh, now you got
Emily, I don't want to pressure you. We got 6.5 minutes to kick it into high gear.
Yeah, you were talking.
And not to make fun of you or tease you, but you keep stopping and answering the questions, which is slowing down your runtime. So you gotta, if you want to,
giving my game plan away.
Huh?
What?
Oh, what? That was the plan the whole time.
Oh my goodness.
I feel like Pokemon would still be the answer. What Pokemon would you? No, you'd say Bulbasaur.
Excuse me. Number 1 in the Pokedex. There's nothing wrong with that.
The first
Pokemon, best Pokemon.
He's like early game buff, and then he falls off hard.
Who cares about his viability? The dude's cute.
You just gotta suffer through. You take the fire Pokemon because you know Charizard's gonna be a badass. You know the first 2 gyms are gonna be a bad time. It's rock directly into water, and then you have lightning. But you know what? He's worth it.
I think living in the world of F-Zero would be cool. Everybody gets cool, sporty cars.
So you can just
whipping
get
it around.
punched by Captain Falcon?
He doesn't do that in the game, though. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't know. Never
just
played
drive around. Yeah, it's a racing game. I think it would be cool because everybody would have like fancy cars and like the cool track spaces. It's super futuristic world, all different types of technology. I think that'd be a realistic, like kind of. Well, I don't know if that'd be realistic, but a futuristic take.
Cyberpunk would be fun.
Would it?
Yeah, you get like metal arms.
Yeah, true. But everybody's like kind of like drugged out and.
Okay.
Well, I mean that's.
Inch Money, you just told me. Just call me out. Did Jirard even go to middle school? First equals worst. Let me tell you, Brian Montano from my 5th grade class, I whooped his ass every day with his Charizard and my Bulbasaur. It's not my fault you don't know type matchups, Brian.
How could he not just? It's like 1 out of 4 chance that you hit a fire move. What happened there? The guy's like tackle, growl, scratch, slash. What?
Guns.
Somebody said, "Who's better at escape rooms? A room full of cats or Frost and TBH?" Well, Stray's out, you know, so.
Guys,
dead.
I got to review Stray. Our review will be coming out. I was just reading the script for it. It's great. I really recommend it. I believe it's free on PlayStation Plus. And we'll be playing it tomorrow in the kickback. I've been trying to speed run it because there is a trophy that you have to beat it under 2 hours. So hopefully I smash it there. I've gotten real close.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't that interested in that game, but I see all the reviews. It's getting like nothing but 8s, 9s, and I'm like, okay. And it's only like 6 hours. Maybe I'll give it a shot. If there's smoke, there's fire, I believe. So I'm like, maybe it's better than what I thought. I was kind of dismissive of it.
Even if you don't like the gameplay, because it is quite a simple game and it's just a very relaxing game, you're never gonna sweat over it. I think the soundtrack alone, if you enjoy lo-fi beats, is fire. It's so good. The sound design in that game is amazing, and it actually does play into gameplay mechanics.
Hey, Matasuka, you asked me the question about whether or not I'm going to make dedicated videos for Final Fantasy VII Remake stuff. I have and continue to do so do not worry. One name is Soliange. So Soliange is the last name.
Okay.
The middle name's Jacqueline. What's the first name?
So this is the part where you get to use.
We got to figure out that first
How do
name.
we know the first name is Solange?
No, the last name is
No, the
Solange.
last
She
name
called
is
Solange,
Solange.
and it was Headmistress Solange.
Yeah.
Oh, we definitely messed up.
No,
masks.
you missed that because
This
I was
is-
saying Solange.
So here's our group photo.
We just didn't know the middle
We
one.
got a bunch of animal masks.
Oh, the fox. That's her
Sandy.
Oh, the name's up there.
It's
probably
Liz.
one of those.
It's Liz Jacqueline Solange.
Is it Liz?
There you go.
Sandy?
Why are you helping her? She's gonna solo us.
What?
Liz? Liz or Sandy?
Oh, Sandy. It's
Liz or Sandy?
Okay.
Sandy's definitely a fox.
Just go through the names and see which one you recognize. Exclamation point Q in the chat, guys. If you have any questions, so you can submit them, we can see them. Followed by your question, exclamation point.
Sandra?
Sandra. There's a
think
Landra and there's a... Okay, I'm gonna say
Sandra's
Sandra.
got to be
Wait.
Sandy.
Yeah, it's just her shortcut name.
No! No!
That is messed up.
Keep it unplugged!
Still running
Not
on them batteries,
Peggy!
baby. Still running on them batteries. Bum, 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 bum.
Will it do it?
Yeah!
Look at that, with 2 minutes to spare.
You've escaped. How many? Do you know how many levels are in the game?
I forget. I think they said there's either at least like it's either 6 is the maximum or there's at least 6.
Yeah, I think this will be a.
A+.
You had help. You said you
used 0 hints.
I think this is going to be a big game, like on Twitch, though. Like with the communication, I can see people getting into funny arguments playing this game.
I was watching Cup of Noodle the other day, and she had a game that had Twitch installed into it, and then it was like deciding what.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
So cool.
Also, a game that just came out today alongside Stray that has that feature as well is As Dusk Falls. Not only can you play it with up to 8 people multiplayer, but they have a broadcast mode where your Twitch chat can influence the choices in the game.
It is the future.
The story is. Mwah. That's another game that's been getting really good reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? That's actually all the time we have for today, folks. So thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow we'll be back doing a kickback stream at 2 p.m. Frost will be playing Stray. And hey, as a reminder, if you're going to San Diego Comic-Con, Xplay has a panel on Friday at 6 p.m. in Ballroom 6A. We're going to debut the first episode of God of Work. So definitely you should come for sure. A big thank you to Beamot for showing up again.
Thanks for having me. It's been great. Thanks so much.
Yeah, of course. And as always, you can catch our new Xplay videos on our YouTube channel Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. We'll see you all next time. Take it easy.
Please wear deodorant.